Hey guys, what's going on? We traded one stock today. It was FCSC. We had a nice little win. It was kind of hard to trade, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to go through it. We're going to see it. We're going to watch the tape. We're going to watch the level 2. But first, hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. Let's do it. Maybe we can do it by the end of April. Who knows? So please, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get right into the video. Oh, I was already buying here. Okay, so I was watching FCSC pre-market. It's the only stock that I liked. It's the only stock with levels that I could work with. So I identified 275 from the daily here. I was trying to see where this might find support, and this is the only level right here that I could find. And it kind of coincides with the pre-market levels and the pre-market trading, like the price action. So I was waiting to see what happened here. The market is open, and I plan to buy in this area with VWAP 270, 275. Now, I kind of wasn't watching VWAP. I was watching more the level at this point. So nothing happens right away. And the funny part is that I'm actually on the 5-minute chart. I didn't know that I was on the 5-minute chart. I thought I was on the 1-minute chart. And all of my trades were done by the first 5-minute candle. So I was really just trading off of the tape and level 2. That's why this candle made no sense to me. I wasn't really watching it. I was watching the time and sales in level 2. So really the chart was useless to me, which is kind of funny. But anyways, I'll show you what happened. 275. I tried to take a starter here. I actually got it at 270 because it dropped so fast. This was a great entry. I'm not going to lie. I put in my stop immediately at 269, and I'm just waiting for kind of the high of day break here because there's no resistance up in here other than the high of day. So I add to 1,500 shares there at 275. Now my average is a little bit higher, and I keep the same stop. Now that might, in hindsight or retrospect, whatever, have been a mistake because I end up getting stopped out of this only to rebuy. I'll show you what happens here. So we're still hovering around 275. It's looking kind of heavy at this point. 272, 271. Right here I knew I was going to get stopped out. And then I get stopped out. We go to 266. And then there's soaking at 267. It looks like the selling is done. And then we shoot back up into the 70s. And I tell myself, this is either where the actual support is, or this is consolidation for a move lower. And I'm willing to take this trade again. It hit 280 there for a second. So I'm thinking to myself, this could easily be a reversal to high of day. And I'm still on the 5-minute chart. I didn't notice, and I'm like, man, this candle is like taking a while to form. But I was so caught up in reading the level 2, reading the tape, that I didn't notice. And again, it's just kind of funny because I was doing this all based off of that rather than the chart, because the 1-minute chart looked, FCFC, the 1-minute chart looked way better. And I saw it after kind of where I took my entries. It makes more sense, but all I saw was this, just one candle. So anyways, I'm trying to get back in here as close as I can to 275. Now that it looks like we have confirmation, we're holding above 275. We shot above to 280. We're coming back down. I tried to get filled. I got filled at 277 because I moved my order up. And now I'm just waiting. Now I am just waiting. I have a stop in at the lows here. I'm about to put it in. 265. There, I have my stop in. Now I'm just waiting to see what happens. And I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, that's a lot of volume for a 1-minute candle. I remember thinking that. So I add back to 1,500 shares. I'm literally just taking the same trade again. And now I know that I don't know, but I pretty much know it's probably going to squeeze because it looks like now we finally have confirmation. So I actually added to 2,000 there. I know I said I had a max of 1,500, but the reason I took 2,000 is because we were heading up. I already had a good average, and I was kind of adding up into momentum, and I adjusted my stop so that I really wasn't taking on any more risk. I would have stopped out for the same loss. That's the only reason I did that. 1,500, so 283. We're consolidating. There, 286, 289, 288. I added into this momentum through the 290s, and then I'm selling 1,000 shares. I got them out at 292 because I missed 295, but my target was high of day here, so I have 1,000 left. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with 1,000. I'm adjusting my stop, and we'll fast forward again here. Where is it? I think I actually got stopped out of these. Yeah, I got stopped out of that, only for it to go higher and squeeze through high of day. I think this would have been way easier if I was just on the 1 minute chart. This would have made so much more sense to me, because I'm like, I don't know. Time flies for me when I'm in like focusing, so I didn't think anything of it. So at this point, I'm only up 40 bucks, so I erased my loss, and now I'm up only 40 bucks. So we've broken through, and now I try to buy in the dip. I try to buy on the dip as close as I can to $3 and the breakout spot of $2.95. I see a big buyer here at 3. He cracks, so I'm trying to get filled. I get filled at $2.98, and then immediately that dip is bought out. And if we go back to the 1 minute here, or actually if we go to the 5-second chart, it might make more sense why I was buying there. As we came back down here, oh, this is a sick entry. As we came back down to this level here, this initial breakout where I sold, I missed that first breakout. I caught the dip into it, and then I sold as we broke through that high. This level, I sold it as we broke through, and I sold those at 315, and the high of that candle was 317. So I pretty much nailed it. I'll show you here. I was just waiting for a breakout of what I thought was the 1 minute candle, but it was the 5 minute at 310. You know, we're gaining pressure above $3. Now we have 305, 307, 308. Not 308 yet, but I know that once we hit 308, we're going to straight through. 305, 306, 307, the bids are rising. The ask is 308, there it is, 309, 310, we should see a quick squeeze. There, boom, squeeze. I put my shares up, immediately got filled, and I'm up 202.78, and that's all I traded. I have some other shit I gotta take care of today, so that's it. You know, we're 1 and done, or well, I guess 2 and done, and I didn't trade anything after that. I'm not going to trade anything till tomorrow, so please, if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.